So I figured I'd get this video out today since Monday is when everything comes to an end for the Xbox 360 storefront. Now, there are many games right now that were Xbox 360 exclusive for a while that are now backwards compatible, right? Over the years of the Xbox One and the Xbox Series, we did see Microsoft add a bunch of these games to the backwards compatibility list. However, there are still games that are just going to be left on the Xbox 360 and then technically erased from existence on Monday. So July 29th is when this store will just shut down completely. The online servers will not shut down, though. So that is a very important thing to separate there, just the ability to buy these games digitally. And what I'm going to do here is actually take a look at some of the games and even show you how you yourself can see the games that'll be going away here in a couple of days. So if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new, and feel free to leave some of your favorite memories of the Xbox 360 down below in the comments, or even some recommendations on different games people should be checking out. I'll leave this stuff though linked down below, these resources, so you can also take a look for yourself. But this is over on Microsoft's website, the news.xbox.com site, just the final update. Price reductions available now on the digital Xbox 360 store, closing July 29th. So this is technically good news for people who don't have an Xbox 360, don't have any need to go back to the 360, don't really care that much, but because you can take advantage of some pretty steep discounts that they've made here. So if you scroll down, they do also have this the Blades background. I feel like they could have done a lot more with this, though, like for animations or playing into the dashboard we have right now. I don't think they're going to redo the entire thing to accommodate the Blade system. I feel like there could have been maybe a little bit more done here. But when we scroll down, we have all these different games that they currently have on sale, and it's pretty significant. I mean, we're talking up to 90% off for some games. And like Bionic Commando Rearmed, that's 90% off. Brink, which is really funny. I haven't thought of Brink in a long time. I saw it on here and I was like, oh, I remember those days. 85% off. Burnout Crash, Bulletstorm. I mean, there's again some pretty good discounts here just about across the board. Like Far Cry 4, which I played Far Cry 4 on the PS3 at one point. That was a really rough version of the game. But when you go through here, you can basically, I mean, you can just click on any game. It'll take you to the store page, and you can actually buy it right there, which here's Need for Speed Most Wanted. And car games in general, as we know, those will typically just completely get delisted or shut down either way. So these typically are ones that are good to buy. But the game is $2 now, being marked down. You can see the one that's the complete DLC bundle that was $30. So the markdown to $2. We also have Street Fighter Cross Tekken. That one's $1.99. This is a good one here. If you've never played Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, it being $3 on sale, that to me is an easy pickup. Classic Splinter Cell game, and it still is the one that I think is the best in like the entire franchise. This is what I mean though, is you could take advantage of some of these sales for games that are backwards compatible. So Chaos Theory will work right now on your Xbox Series. Mortal Kombat Arcade is another one here that's digital on the Xbox 360 with no physical release. So $5. It's Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and I believe Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Didn't get the greatest reviews when it came out from what I remember, but it's still a collection that is going away here soon. 99 Nights 2 is another one. That one's $7.49, so it was marked down here, and I believe this one or the first one, they're a little more expensive for the 360 if I'm remembering correctly here. And either way, the thing I'm realizing with this storefront is when it goes down, a lot of the physical games will probably go up in price then, starting at that point, just over time. Obviously, there's no other options then technically, which this storefront now, just going on the website, it's kind of broken. You can definitely tell it's not one that Microsoft has a bunch of interest in upkeeping, since it takes a long time to load a lot of these pages, and half the time the images aren't correct or loading. They'll just kind of show up as like the broken page icon. And also, I saw Remember Me. This is a game that it's funny, it's called Remember Me. I don't remember it that well, but I do remember when it came out, it wasn't exactly the top of people's lists for best game that year, but still, I saw it. It was $2, just another one to check out. Now, an easy way you can get a full look at the games that are being completely delisted then is if you go over to True Achievements, you can search through Xbox games. Then I'll go through all the different platforms here, right? So I have it at Xbox 360, no back compats. These are games that will not work with the Xbox One or the Xbox Series. You also have it as listed only and then digital only. And when you do that, you'll have an entire list of games that are on the Xbox 360 that are digital only, and it's stuck on the 360, which means when the storefront shuts down, you won't be able to pick any of these up. And you can see many of them, they have all like the different Xbox Live arcade games that are listed here. You have, yes, technically some Kinect games as well. Games that also don't have their online servers technically functioning, like Gotham City Imposter. So you would want to do some research on these different games that are here if you decide to look into maybe picking them up. But this will just kind of give you a quick overview of all of the games technically that are just going away with this shutdown. And this is what we've talked about with these online stores. We're still very new to the online storefront, like that entire structure. And if you think about it, this is around the first time we really saw them pop up, but it wasn't even until halfway through the 360 and the PS3 generation that we started having full games be sold on the storefront. So it's something I think they're still trying to figure out in general, is how to manage these storefronts between generations, as older ones obviously would be shutting down, considering the Xbox 360 at the end of this year will be 19 years old. But with all this in mind, I will put this out there. If you miss these games, if like you see this video even a year down the line or something for whatever reason, I would probably then recommend looking into a modded Xbox 360. To me, when a system is viewed as legacy by the company, which the Xbox 360 clearly viewed as legacy at this point by Microsoft, and then you have the storefront shutting down, so there's no real access to some of these games that, yes, we lost of time, you may as well go ahead, hard mod a 360, and then, well, there's plenty of places where you can find these delisted games that you can't buy anyway, and that is the biggest thing, is the internet never forgets, and the internet archives everything. In fact, I have an entire video where I spent some time hard modding an Xbox 360, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you it is absolutely beginner level, but I think if you put your mind to it a bit and practice somewhat with a soldering iron, it is a fun weekend project that most people can accomplish. Otherwise, well, there's reset glitch hacked Xbox 360s all over places like eBay, so if you pay a little extra, technically you can get one. And I will tell you, that 360 that I hard modded in the video, I've been using it actually since then quite a bit. It's been hooked up this entire way, and I've actually had a blast saving all of my discs to the hard drive, but then also getting a bunch of the older Xbox Live arcade games installed on the hard drive. And it's been a lot of fun going back to that era in gaming, which is something that is about to completely disappear here in the next couple of days. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up, and just in case you maybe forgot that these games, these listings were going away, or if you were once again thinking about a hacked Xbox 360, well, here in a couple of days, that is probably going to be the move. But let me know what you guys thought about this down below, and of course, any suggestions for different games to check out, or any memories from way back in the day with the Xbox 360. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.